to hear. And the list? Yeah, that list. Some people want on it, some people already are. Some people are nervous right now, no safety nets, no rehearsals. Alright, let's go.
Ooh, how are you doing tonight? It is 2 Blondes After Dark. I am Tracy Two-Step, my host.
Kristen.
Go for it, Kristen.
Rachelle. I was getting into that intro there.
You like the little jam? Just kind of a little bit of a jam. Get us in the mood. Get us in the mood. Everybody, share this out tonight. We have an amazing artist, amazing friend. We're about to change the world, literally, with our guest tonight. This guest is Brooke Graham. And Kristen, Rachelle, and I are bringing you 2 Blondes After Dark, which is really too bad if you put it all together, literally. So 2 Blondes After Dark, your media, music mission, live music, back into the community. We hope you're doing well. Share this out. If you go to YouTube to Tracy Two-Step, do not spell Two-Step. You're in the wrong dang show if you do that. Tracy Two-Step on YouTube. You go there. We are on literally every channel right now. So you can go to social media. I'm just telling you, you can mess with us. You can send us messages. You can mess with Brooke. You can mess with Kristen. You can mess with me. I can actually see every comment you fly. And I'm telling you, just tune in to YouTube. And after that, this does go out as a podcast, radio. Kristen, how's it going tonight? Don't forget the hit list.
We do have a good hit list too, with lots of interesting stuff on it.
It can go a lot of ways, you know, that hit list. That hit list could be one of many, many things. I can't wait to get into this hit list. We had our first artist on with our hit list and broke some G strings and had a good old time on the show. But now we're on to artist number 2 with our hit list with 2 Blondes After Dark, and it's Brooke Graham, and she is amazing and funny. So we're going to have a great time with Brooke. More importantly, her work, her music, and who she is speaks for itself. So you want to go ahead and grab Brooke? Let's throw Brooke into the mix. You ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready. That is Miss Brooke Graham coming to you now live.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank y'all for having me. This is going to be so much fun.
It is. You're in good company here. I love where you're at already. I told y'all, I'm telling you, go to YouTube, Tracy Two-Step, to come visually see this show. This is a show you visually want to be involved with. So not only do we got Elvis, we got Texas, we got big hair, little hair, big hats, little hats. We got everything going on.
I love it.
Brooke Graham, it is so good to see you. Congratulations on your nominations coming up. We will be seeing you. I have to do the shout out for Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. Say it again, Texas Regional Radio Music Awards at trrma.net. Congratulations to you on your nomination. Definitely.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Yes, you know, I do have to point this out. Kristen, Brooke was actually playing at T3R after the, was it Future Faces or was it the actual performance?
It was after the awards.
Yes, and Kristen, you and I were sitting at a table inside that hotel, and we just wanted to get off of our feet. And we're like, man, she sounds great. And I was like, that's Brooke Graham. We were sitting on the inside. And the beach balls were going everywhere. And I was like, I was at home. I was like, I just needed a plastic chair and a drink.
Right. Margarita.
I do remember that. I had one guy on this side of me telling me a bunch of lies. I had another guy on this side of me pretty much doing the same thing. And in between all that, I got to hear, you know, pieces of your work. But I do remember that evening. Yeah.
That's funny. Just lying on both sides. Both sides.
Oh, yeah.
There was females, males, you name it. We had officers that were there having a great time. Literally, I even asked them, I was like, I need to borrow your knife. I don't know if you remember that, Kristen, but I had to use his. I was like, I have got to go to the restroom And I will never again in my whole entire life wear that dress or a jumpsuit again to an award show.
Oh, you had to have the knife to cut it off? Oh, damn. I've
I
never
did
had
not
that happen.
care. I walked right up. Everybody's like, you're going to go ask an officer if he's going to give you a knife. And I
Yeah.
said, yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Female, and I need to go pee.
I can honestly say that has never, ever happened to me.
Well, he was very nice. He gave it to me. No one thought he would. He gave it to me. I went and did what I needed to do, cut that sucker off and changed. So
That's funny.
I literally did that. We got to see Sunny. Sunny walked up as you were up there on the stage in the balls. I'm just trying to give everybody a visual here. If you're going to Brooke Graham, you better get ready to just be moving, checking it out. You're already with the water. You're already having a good time. It is 5 o'clock somewhere. It is Brooke Graham going on playing. I love music. You've got new music coming. Well, I'm going to turn it over to you right now, Brooke, because I've talked quite a bit on Two Blondes After Dark right now, and let you talk about you. And don't forget, we're going to ask you about the hit list. And I like to get into, I saw that. Y'all need to come watch. We're also going to get into what I call underrated, overrated in that hit list. So don't worry, it's not that bad. But Kristen, if you'd like to get into anything, usually I turn it over and I'm like, the artist, you're on the show, you're part of the show. So let's learn about you. Tell them more about you, Brooke. I know so much that I'm going to sit back now.
So just like talk about myself.
Where do you come from, Brooke? Who are you?
Well, I'm in tech. Y'all are in Nashville, right? Aren't you in Nashville?
I grew up in Nashville. You got a good memory there. So
yeah,
I'm in both Texas and Nashville.
Yeah, same.
I'm in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Texas.
Yeah.
Texas. Yeah.
Oh man, I think I'm going through there in June doing a big Parrot Head house concert. I'll let you know. I don't know what part of Oklahoma. They just told me about it a couple days ago, but are y'all familiar with Parrot Heads?
Yeah, of course. No. Yes. I actually so it would remind me of somebody might think of Kenny Chesney. If you're thinking or
Jimmy Buffett, yeah.
Jimmy Buffett. There you go. That's exactly what it is, actually. And I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, Zach Brown. The Parrot Heads are
Margaritaville.
Yeah, they were the OG fans of Jimmy Buffett, and they formed this village, and it goes like it's worldwide, and it's the most amazing thing. We fly out Friday for one of their big. They have a festival called Music on the Bay, and they raise a bunch of money for Shriners Children's Hospital. And all of their events, all the money goes to kids and kids' causes and cancers and whatnot. So to be a part of the Parrot Head community, it's a big Jimmy Buffett, Kenny Chesney, Zach Brown. You know, it's beach music and just for a good cause.
It is. So Brooke Graham, the first thing I'm going to ask you is so that everyone else will know. So to find out more about you and follow your schedule, do you prefer people to go to Instagram or a website?
I prefer them to call me. Just call me on the phone. No.
Well, we are broadcasting to an awful lot of places. I don't know if you want to give your whole phone number out, but
I know. No, the best place to keep up, socials, Facebook, Instagram. My website is brookegrahammusic.com, and that's Brooke with an E, Graham like cracker, But we keep that really updated, and things keep popping up. It really this is 2026 has already turned out to be like a what it's going on year. So I'm excited. Yeah.
I love it. So go to Instagram, number one. I can tell you right now, she's easily found there, and it is Brooke with an E, BROOKE, Graham like the cracker, just like you stated, Brooke Graham. So I always want them to know where to go. So Brooke Graham Music, she's on Facebook, easily to follow there. Check it out. Check out your schedule and what you have going on. Music. When you go to the music, you got to move the music. I'm really big about this part. I'm like, please take that music and move it into a playlist. Do something with it so that you can get a nickel. They no longer make pennies, everybody. So we at least might get a nickel.
Might get a nickel.
That song.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
Hey, listen, it's the machine, and that's why we're here. So we're here to give you the artist, the independent artist, the behind the scenes look, And in a little bit, I'll ask about a hit list and some other things. But I thought, Kristen, it would be great to turn it over to you. You can tell I already connected and we're just going to change the world with Brooke at some point. So I'm turning to you.
Oh, well, she's a new artist for me. Tracy, had introduced me to you and your music. And what I'm interested in is navigating through the music world as an artist, as an independent artist. What are some of the challenges that you've had to face?
When I was doing it independently, it's, we're girls, and that there's always that roadblock. But independently, you have to think outside of the box constantly. And even now that I've signed on with the label, we still think outside the box. There's not like a kit for success. I think that you have to be determined and responsible and show up for your be just be present for your fans, read the room. And I don't know, I don't know, I don't know how to there's so many things going through my mind.
So when you were growing up, what were some of your inspirations? Were they mainly women, or were there a lot of men? I know, music has been country music. There's been a fair share of men and women, but I hear a lot of people talk about their influences being men. So was yours about the same, or was it a little different?
Both really. I mean, my family, I grew up in a really musical household. My mom was, Doobie Brothers, Eagles, Tina Turner all the time. Buffett, always Jimmy Buffett playing. But my dad also, I grew up and really taught myself guitar by watching my daddy since I was little. I mean, he would sit in a little picking circle in the backyard and play Buffett covers and with his buddies. And I just got so it grabbed me. And the fact that, all these years later, I guess I've been with Flying Sea Records almost 4 years now, but they were looking for a female Buffett act when they found me. And that just two worlds collide. It's like, I've always wanted to be Jimmy Buffett, and now they're making me, it's a female Buffett thing they're doing with me. And so far so good.
I like it. I like the synergy. My family, same thing. So they were contemplating moving literally to Margaritaville, literally just to live that whole
really?
Parrot Head life. Oh yeah. I'm surprised she hasn't done it yet, but yeah, that's a real deal. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm going to go back to Kristen.
The parrot, going back to the Parrot Heads real quick, it's a movement, and these people, I mean, it's this huge family, and I don't know how many thousands of people will be at this festival coming up this weekend, but it's my first time to headline a festival, and it's such an honor to do that. So I'm nervous. Do what?
Congratulations, you're headlining.
Yes, and it's a big festival, and that's, last year was my first year to play it, and I'd wanted to play it for years. And so I went and I was nervous, and we just, the band and I always get together in the beginning, like, we do this little prayer, we can do this, we can do this. And we must have made an impression because they asked us to close it out this year. So I'm very, very thankful.
I like this. Where are we at, Brooke? Where's this at? I'm already being asked.
Tampa, Florida at Whiskey Joe's, right there on the bay. It's a cool venue. You been there?
Well, I am. So I was born in Florida, and so I have family there too. So I'm definitely connected. Like, your music is what I grew up in when I wasn't in Nashville. So you split the family. Dad's side is Florida. Mom's side is Nashville. So yes, I am very familiar with where you're talking about, literally. So
you got good roots, girl. You got good roots.
Well, I would call it a traveling band of gypsies. I don't know. It depends. One side's on a Harley and one side's on a horse. I mean,
hey, there's a song in that. There's a song in that.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it down. I literally will
write that down.
Kristen knows. She's like, y'all just gave her another.
She will have one tomorrow.
It's an illness, Chris. Give us a break. It's an illness.
It is. Don't let me forget that one either.
Harleys, I won't.
And horses. There you go.
Harleys, and that's a great idea.
It is, right? It
good
happens
job.
When I'm around good people like Kristen and you, Brooke. I mean, the energy that comes together, that comes out of it. This is where my songs are either a true story or they come from being around the people. You feel that good energy, and that's this show right here.
I think I need to challenge you guys to a let's do a songwriters thing here. I want to hear both of your songs by the end of the week.
Okay.
Harleys and horses.
I'm prepared in here with Brooke. I have your songs loaded up, Brooke. And I know that you just did a song. Again, everybody, tune in. I recommend YouTube at Tracy Two-Step. Don't spell that. I am live right now on multiple channels, but I want you to be able to see visually what's going on over here. Or you can go on over to our channel where we've got another host taking care of us over here on another new idea that I will fill y'all in later on because it's very interesting. So we're running multiple channels. Thank you to our co-hosts over there. Keep it up, Super Dave. Brooke Graham, you have 3 songs in here, and I'll ask you because I want to know where you'd like to start because you know the songs that you sent me. You've got Me Time, you've got Hello Texas, and you've got one in here by a good friend of mine who's not been on this show yet, but I'm going to grab her. So you've got 3, and where do you want me to start?
I don't know. You pick. Me Time. Let's start with Me Time.
Okay. All right. We've got Me Time. This is Brooke Graham, and you've got to hear the others as well. I on purpose didn't listen to one because I wanted to like have a fresh experience. And on Me Time, let's play it. And Kristen, I haven't heard all of it either. So we'll all hear it. And then we're going to ask you, I think I know your Me Time, but I want to see if the song matches what I think Me Time is. This is Brooke Graham. Brooke has an E at the end. Brooke Graham
with an E.
Kristen Rachelle. Kristen Rachelle and Tracy Two-Step, 2 Blondes After Dark. This is Me Time with Brooke Graham, and we are live.
Down a midnight highway, wishing you were sitting beside me, but you ain't. Half-smoked joint snuffed out in my ashtray. That ought to get me to port, eh? I only think about it when I'm high on red wine. The rest of the day I seem to be just fine. Gonna head down to the coastline and have a little me time. I dare that tide to reach my chair. I don't even want nobody knowing I'm down here. I came to free my mind and have a little me time. Invite that sand between my toes, maybe get a little sunburn on my nose. Chill out, we'll see how it goes. Hanging with the Gulf of Mexico. In the sand today and smiled as the tide washed them all away. I dare that tide to reach my chair, ended up being my best friend down there. Headed home, my mind's all clear. Port A, see you next year.
Nice.
I
Very
felt
nice.
like that needed to be there. I was thinking The waves are crashing. You got the white plastic chairs.
But yeah.
How do you feel about that one, Kristen? Give me some of your vibes.
That's a really relaxing song. It's relaxing.
Thank you.
I'm going to the beach to chill and have some me time. Is that what you're thinking, Brooke?
Yeah, well, when I wrote the song, I wrote it about, you and your buddy plan a trip to go to Port Aransas, and at the last minute, your buddy backs out, and you're like, I'm going to Port A. So, yeah.
Yeah, too bad. I'm going.
Sorry, sucker.
That's
I'm gonna
exactly something I think that Kristen and I might do and decide we're taking our interviews on the road. So, with the setup,
that's fun.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, there is a big festival coming up that we are going to be there doing a lot of work behind the scenes as far as interviews. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited for you and your festival that you're headlining coming up. Again, congratulations on that one. I like to move right over into another song for you. So we've got the audience over here clamoring and wondering what we're doing. Oh, okay. All right. Yes, it is. It is interesting. It is Brooke Graham. Okay, so we have like 12 channels, everybody. We're live right now, and I get to see everything going on. When this goes out as the full podcast and radio show, the full audio format goes. But as we're live, we can have everyone's interacting with us. And so they're bringing up, is that the Brooke Graham that plays down by the beach?
Really?
Yeah,
that's
literally.
Funny.
I'm like, yes, that is the Brooke Graham beach. So that they relate it to water and beach. So, and to me, water is very calming, and so is music. They're both they're medicinal to me, at least.
Yeah,
I can't have wait Hello, Texas.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Look, her shirt says Texas too. Well, hello, Texas.
It's the Rangers, the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, there you go. We were actually in the studio in Nashville recording, and all of a sudden a locust just showed up. Do y'all hear that? Sorry.
Yes, I can hear it.
Sorry about the locust. We were in the studio recording, and my manager said, "Hey, what do you think about cutting that old?" Several people have cut it, but Buffett cut it. And what about Hello Texas? And I was like, "That's a great idea." And that was actually our first #1 on Texas radio was Hello Texas.
I like that. I'm going to grab it right now. Now, Brooke, tell me which song is it right now? You're nominated at T3R. Tell me what you're nominated for.
New female vocalist of the year.
Of the year, everybody. Of the year. So we are pulling for you. We love it. And I want to play Hello Texas. Everybody, I am in Texas right now.
I'll try to take care of the locust between now and then.
I can't hear it because I've got a lot of equipment around me. So I think we're good. And once I play the song, you'll be great. So hello, Texas. And then we've got a surprise for you. So there you are. You'll hear the country coming out. Hello, Texas by Brooke Graham.
Chicago, partied old Chi-Town round, rolling along back to Interstate 10, Lord knows we're Texas bound. Hello, Texas, sure it's good to see you again. Hello, Texas, it sure is good to see me a friend. Well, now we've been to New York City, and we've been to LA too. Them towns love to party down, but they don't dance like the cowboys do. Hello, Texas. to see you again. Hello, Texas. It sure is good to see me a friend. Whoa, hello, Texas. It sure is good to see you again. Hello, Texas. It sure is good to see me a friend.
We love it. We love it. Look, if you go and watch, you'll see a lot of movement going on, and that means it's a good thing.
I was watching you get down.
Yeah, you got they can hear everything except for when I'm muting. So it looks like does she know she's talking and it's muted? Yes, I know. It's the life inside a station of when the music is playing. What do they really do behind the scenes?
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
what you're getting. You get to be in on it on this show. So, Kristen, tell me you and that song, Hello, Texas, what came to your mind and what you think about it. And then I'll let you all know what the audience is saying.
Now, that is the perfect Texas dance song. I mean, immediately when you hear that, it uplifts your mood. You know, you probably cannot be in a bad mood if you're listening to that song.
We'll get you out of it for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly my thoughts. I love it. Hello, Texas. I mean, I've got on here, man, she's a big Jimmy Buffett fan. Number one, man, that is a great song to dance to. Kristen, you hit it right on the head there. So, and then we did have someone who was listening and did go to YouTube. So thank you to you as well. You've got a rather large, is it 3,000 over here on this one? So I can't ignore your fans over here. I have been marketing it out, and then Kristen and I are working on a couple of different things in the music industry, which leads me to a couple of rounds of our questions, Kristen. So I have a couple of questions. Mine were going to be, number one, who do you feel? And now remember, we all know Texas very well as far as music.
Right.
The people that are on the screen, let's put it like that. And any of you out there listening, bear with us because we're talking about the industry of music, and there's been a lot of changes nowadays that you may not be aware of. And so you've got Texas, you've got Nashville, and then you got the rest of the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
So on with you, Brooke Graham, who do you feel, and I hate to use the word overrated because I don't mean that the artist is overrated. I mean that the machine and that the industry, something is overrated, and maybe we need to get back to something simple. Is there something that you think or you feel is true in that statement?
You know, it is. I think, you know, people are so quick to be ugly now because you can be a keyboard warrior and, you know, say what you want behind the dadgum screen. And, you know, I hate to mention, yeah, I hate to mention names because I don't want to, you know, hurt anybody's feelings, but all that, you know, there was so much battling going on between some of the, you know, the mainstream, you know, those guys, when they were just being ugly to each other. It's like, what? Why is everybody being so ugly to everybody? I don't get it.
Yeah,
so
they needed your first song. That first song.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
They need some me time or something.
Yeah, sure. Time out. Shit.
Yeah,
something.
Yeah, time out for real. So, and Kristen, so what I was, you know, me, I have secrets, but then I'm not afraid to come out and say, this is how I feel. I feel like there is a machine now. There is a machine in between the artists and the industry of the individuals, and then understanding what it's like to be an artist nowadays. So it seems like it's easy. It seems like it's cool because of social media and the access. But ironically, in a lot of contracts that you see out there, they're requiring like 4 hours of social media work, literally in contracts, number one. Number two, it's just not in the community anymore. So, for instance, Kristen and I coming from radio, that's a nonprofit background. That is something that you get behind on a mission, whether it's with the children, whether it's within the community and something that's going on that's passionate. You would always have the industry, radio, number one, stepping up out there. And there's just a lot happening with a lot of the changing of grabbing music. And I'm not against the internet radio stations at all. I'm not against terrestrial. I am against people just being ugly.
Yeah.
Number
Me
one.
too.
But number two, there is a such thing as being able to get respect and rewarded for your work, because even though you love what you're doing, I know that I love what I'm doing. I know, Kristen, I'll let you speak because you will definitely tell them. We love what we do, but there comes a time when free will only get you so far, right? It's like, okay, we're doing all this time and we love the fans, and the fans get to show up and have the fun part. But figuring out all the layers in between, there's a lot that goes into that now that does land not only on the artist, but it's the artist and who they're around and what's happening with that. So, for instance, that 4-hour social media is coming out. That is coming out of a lot of contracts. I could talk about Nashville. I don't know about some of the bigger ones in Texas. I would say that it's probably coming out there too, because this is why. Number one, it's overrated. I love y'all on social media, but I'm talking about music right now. Number two, an artist to sit there for 4 hours a day and put out social media. Do you believe that every one of those people on social media are going to go buy a ticket and show up at a show? So if you just did a contract with a label, and the label thinks all those people out there in the world are going to show up and buy a ticket, man, that was dumb. So they finally figured out that was a really dumb thing to sign up an artist based on social media. So I'm glad that it's coming back around. So that's the good news. So I just told what I feel is overrated. Kristen, you want to chime in here and save me from getting beheaded?
I don't know. I might get beheaded with you because there's an awful lot that is overrated. Coming from a radio background and having to play for such a long time, top 40, top 20 radio, it really makes you appreciate the songwriters and the independent artists, because it is a completely separate world. There is so much substance and heart that goes into everything that people like you do, Brooke. And if you are really truly somebody that loves music, you appreciate that. You really appreciate it. You look more towards the individual personally and their music and what they're writing about than you do the commercialized broadcast that's being pushed
Absolutely.
out there. That makes sense. Yeah.
It makes total sense. I mean, I love like this festival playing for thousands of people. There's nothing like that. The crowd vibing back at you, and it just feeds you. It feeds the whole band. But I just recently went and did a very intimate show at a condo for the residents in Port Aransas at this really fancy big high-rise condo. And I was right there with these people, and it's just me and my guitar and my conga guy. And it's different, but it's the same love, it's like you get the crowd and the rah, but then you get that intimacy, and it's I don't know, maybe I went off course on that, but
no, your type of crowd is always a fun crowd. So I can definitely see that happening with you for sure. I like that. And I know exactly where you're talking about in Port A as well. So I need to get myself down there. There's a lot going on. Underrated on your list. So the hit list, Brooke, we won't put you in the hot seat.
Don't do it.
I'll put you in a hit list seat. And to me, that is when you were looking into music, and if I were to have walked in your room, would I have seen a poster of someone in music, or what was it that I would have seen in Brooke Graham's room?
Like when I was a little girl?
Well, not too little. So it is Two Blondes After Dark.
I need a time frame. No, I always
teenage years music. When music starts forming and coming around us, and we start like doing things, and it's a memory now. I've got memories related back to, oh my God, that song came out and I was fixated on that. Is there one for you?
Yeah, who I was so fixated on was Boy George. I mean, Culture Club. I dressed as him for Halloween one year. Mom made me this wig. It was like she crocheted all the little, I was hooked on.
I have to see pictures of that.
I wish. Man, my mom, she's passed, but I wish that I knew. I don't know what box to even I would love to
Open.
find that picture. It's me and mom in the front yard, and I look just like Boy George. It's
Oh my
weird.
goodness, I love
Hey,
it.
he always did his makeup great.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah.
He did.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
the
did.
best makeup. I loved Boy George as well. So George Michael. Well, man,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Wham.
I would go from heavy to. I mean, I was nowhere in between. It was either extremely heavy music or full on country. So
Yeah,
I
same.
enjoy music of every genre. Actually, I never really got stuck on anyone except for the Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton, someone like that,
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett. I mean, but as a kid, 90s country, I guess, maybe shaped some of me. And then
Well,
the
I'm older
outlaw
than you, so I mean, I remember on standing on the fireplace with the fireplace poker, singing Eddie Rabbit songs to my mom and dad, just like I was there at
Rabbit.
an
Oh my God.
arena, you know.
Do y'all know who Eddie Rabbit is? I'm asking this other crowd over here because
They
that
better.
ding 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 ding
Yeah,
ding.
they better know.
Kristen, I bet, does after working in this station. There would be no way. She probably could tell us more facts, ironically. She's really good at that.
Well, the midnight headlights shining on a rainy night, steep grade up ahead.
I think everybody has to know that song. They have to know it. That's like one of those pop culture songs throughout the generations. People can
Yes.
identify, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's my hit for you, darling. I didn't go too hard. I wasn't going to put you in a hot seat like on your first time around with us.
Thank you.
So I'm keeping you safe this time.
Thank you.
But we're not done yet. So she's like, thank you. Thank you. Is there anything to you? You're sitting around and you're looking. To me, I see some that are underrated. I actually see some potential out there that I'm going, man, there's some underrated stuff going on right now. And it's because of too much business and not enough one-on-one human interaction.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that one? Am I correct?
Kristen, you go first.
You are correct. There is an awful lot of business involved, you know, which does take away from some of the, you know, music that's put out there. And I love my independent songwriters and independent artists. Like I said earlier, that's where a lot of the substance and heart comes from. And they're my favorite.
I like it. And for you, Brooke, is there someone you can think of that you've been out there on the scene and you're going, dang, I think that person is actually, something's going to happen?
There's so many of them. Yeah, I'm with Kristen. There's so many, like the independents that, you know, don't get on the radio. You know, they don't have a label to help push that. God, I went blank. There are so many that I can. One that pops up, I guess, would be Presley Hale. I mean, she just now is, you know, she was independent, and then Larry Joe Taylor came and picked her up, and now she's making her mark. But that chick can write, she can sing, and it's just, you know, I'm talking about, that has little heart tattoos on her cheeks. Presley Hale.
I don't know her well, but you're giving me homework.
See,
so
underrated. There you go.
Underrated.
She's
See,
amazing.
I do want to find those that do need more connections, more exposure, because if we can pull, for instance, like here with Brooke tonight and Kristen Rachelle, if we can turn on 12 different stations for not just social media, but, you know, we can get to radio, we can get to broadcast, we can get to TV, and we can get to you live right now. But also with the software that we use, immediately it's going to pull anything that I play. And as long as it's someone like Brooke Graham here who's registered, and if you need information on that, you're going to have to hit me up on a back channel. But I'm BMI. I would assume you're either BMI or ASCAP.
BMI. So
Brooke is BMI. She's got all of her music catalog. She knows what she's doing there. And her team, I was going to say added team. You're still smart, but she's got some people that help. So inside of there's a lot of things you can do. But what happens immediately is, just like at a station, immediately it grabs her music and it says, no, you cannot use this artist's music unless you give them the credit and revenue share. So if you've got revenue that you've put out marketing your own music, immediately it shuts down the show and tells us that we need to return your revenue shares and give you credit for that. So I always tell an artist, make sure you're going on somewhere where it's immediately going to snag it from you and say, listen, we got to give credit to the artist, because right now anybody can go turn on Facebook, social media. Kristen knows where I'm going here. So we like to make it to where our artists are taken care of. And it's the artists and the people behind the artists too, doing a lot of the hard work. So
thank you for that. Because, nobody ever shouts out for the team doing all the hard work in the back. And
there's a lot. So like tell your team, they need to go in and catalog the 3 songs I'm doing tonight in BMI Live. So tonight in BMI Live, I'm telling Brooke to go catalog these 3 songs that she played those. She's with us live. She can do that in BMI Live. And then I will be giving her shares back through her music, through the software that I have. And Kristen as well. Not only that, we'll be pulling her into different radio markets. So that's always a smart thing. So there's a little bit of a lesson, but we'll get away from the industry talk and get you some music. A radio veteran discusses the indie music scene. That was the comment that I'm supposed to read out loud to you.
What does that mean? What was it again?
Great one. What does that mean? A radio veteran discusses the indie music scene. That is what they are telling about us on the show right now. That's what they are calling us. Kristen, you too. It's not just me. It's Kristen, Rachelle, Tracy, Two-Step, and Brooke Graham. We're all coming live to you right now with Brooke Graham. I have a song in here. We've gone through the hit list. We've gone through the overrated, underrated, and I walked through Brooke Graham's bedroom as well with Boy George. And I love that story, and I'll never forget it. I also had been around Brooke Graham when I was going through changes and moving my own circles and my own energy, and deciding that, there's times that maybe you do need to take a good look around you and change your circles and your environments. And I was on a path to do that. And I literally just bumped into Brooke. And I literally think I made a statement. I think I literally said something to the effect of, you just wait, damn it, I'm going to change the world or something.
Yeah.
Mood. There's a song that came from that night too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it. Now, you've got in here, I have a good friend out there. Her name is Billie Joe Jones. She and I share some similar, wonderful artists. We're something similar about our parents, and she speaks about this, so you can go watch it on the show. It's about her mom. I have the same scenario, not having a mother around because they chose a drug, and this is a true story, and she spoke about this on the road on CBS. The reason I'm bringing her up is because Brooke Graham sends me, oh yeah, by the way, I just did a song and it's with Billie Joe Jones. I'm like, what? And then I hear the name and I'm like, what? That sounds awesome. Brooke, tell them what the song's title is and how the hell this happened.
The story's crazy. So Coppertone and Tequila is the song that you're referring to. And I was at a Parrot Head festival, and one of the ladies, she'd been drinking a bit, and she goes, I've got a song idea for you. I'm like, what? And she screams out, Coppertone and Tequila. And I was like, oh, God, that's great. So I call up my buddy in Nashville. We did it over Zoom. We wrote the song. And we fast forward a couple of months later, and we're there recording some other stuff. And Lynn Snow, who is Billie Joe's manager, knows David Norris, my producer there in Nashville. And he called him and said, hey, Billie Joe's in town. She was in town to interview about the road, CBS, The Road. Yeah. And because she just flew in and I haven't even talked to her yet, but is there anything you want her to swing by the studio and sing harmonies on? And I was like, wait, what? Yeah. Billie Joe, this should be, reverse, right? Anyway, long story short, he picks her up from the airport, gives her just enough time to listen to the song probably 3 times before we get to the studio. And she came in and laid down the harmonies on that. And she's her voice, man. When I come back as another artist in another life, I'm going to be Billie Joe Jones.
Well, Billie Joe Jones, before she went on the road, literally, I think we recorded it at midnight, her show. Right before she did, she's like, man, I got a secret. I'm just dying to tell it. So,
but she couldn't tell you, right? She couldn't tell you, right?
She was not allowed to say anything, which means I am so true to my people that I'm not allowed to answer that question if anybody asks me.
I love it.
So I keep my stuff to myself when I'm supposed to. But she is here's what it is. She's a truly authentic human being. So she's very, 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 her empathy and her passion is what comes through in everything that she does. And with you, Brooke, the same thing. You have that true, authentic representation. There's no making it up. It's like, this is Brooke Graham. There's
Thank
no
you.
dog and pony show going on.
No
There
smoke
might
and
be
mirrors.
tequila and a beach ball. But there is
Right.
not a dog and pony.
Yeah, give me a sunburn and a shot of rum any day.
Oh my Lord, I was bringing up that picture of you and I was like, I'm going to tell you to wear sunscreen.
I know. So does my dermatologist. Yeah.
I'm messing with you. The sun is great, y'all. We need our vitamin D. That is a such thing. I'm not going to get off on that one. But the song is Copper Tone and Tequila, and I have it. So I want to grab it really quick before we run through our time here with Brooke Graham and play Copper Tone and Tequila for you. Here it is.
Of sun and space, waltzing in like you own the place, swinging through those wooden doors, sliding across that sandy floor. A bikini neath the cover-up, baked like homemade southern buns, making your way to the nearest stool, throwing back and play it cool. Your copper tone and tequila, a golden tan senorita. Everybody wants to treat ya and have a shot with you. Your copper tone and tequila, all the girls wanna be ya. All the boys are dying to meet ya, cause that's just what they do. Slide 'em down and it's bottoms up, mixing Cuervo and coconut. I love the way you radiate, sunshine always fills the place. When you dance across the room, it's like watching a wildflower bloom. What's the color of your mood ring? Cause I'm thinking the same damn thing. Your copper tone and tequila, a golden tan senorita. Everybody wants to treat ya and have a shot with you. Your copper tone and tequila, all the girls wanna be ya. All the boys are dying to meet ya, cause that's just what they do. And the bird's going down, yeah, the fire's kicking in, but there ain't nothing hotter than your sun-kissed skin. Golden tan senorita. Everybody wants to treat ya and have a shot with you. Your copper tone and tequila, all the girls wanna be ya. All the boys are dying to meet ya, cause that's just what they do.
I love it. I want some more of it.
I love to watch you do what you do.
Look, I do. I'm getting messages. They're like, she must really like. I'm like, I got to be careful because if an artist comes on this show and I'm sitting here just like this, we're in trouble. Kristen, you're gonna
Yeah.
covering and doing something. They're just gonna be like, Tracy, they're gonna be able to tell that I do not like that song.
Dance, Tracy, dance.
If it's got a rhythm and it sounds good, I will definitely. I can't help it. I just can't help it. So it's the Southern Nashville, Texas mixed mutt of music in me.
The mutt.
That's what it is for sure. Brooke Graham, you've been great on the show. Two Blondes After Dark is going out through HMG, a media group, as well as myself, Tracy Two-Step, and Kristen Rachelle herself as well. Not only that, before I met you, between the two, it's actually, I got one I wrote just for Kristen, actually. When you heard Sand in Her, I got my music back, everybody. So my songs, I got them back. And I don't want to be on a stage. It's songwriting for everybody else, or it'll just stay with me. Sand in Her Toes and I Need the Water are my only two that would be about music, because with water. Water's very good to me.
Man, they're great. You keep writing, because I sent those to Jimmy. He'll love those.
Well, I was going to play one because Kristen, she'll tell me the truth.
Yeah,
So
no, it's
literally,
great.
because I was like, oh, I can't believe I shouldn't have even sent it. But it's okay.
No, it's great.
Yes, it's okay, because then now I'm tracked. So now I'm like, okay, it's there, and I've got it recorded that it's there, and we've got it. We're all good. But between the two, it's Sand in Her Toes, mic in her hand. That sounds like Brooke Graham.
Yeah, it does. I love it. I love it.
Literally. And the other one was I Need the Water. So out of those two, which one would you pick for Kristen?
Oh, wow. That's hard, Tracy.
Yeah, I'm not picking.
Probably Sand in My, well, that's hard. They're both great.
For you, like what sound? Which one did you go? What?
Honestly, both of them. That's why I sent both to Jimmy. People send songs, because writing about the beach is really fun, right? It's beach balls and sunshine and mermaids and all that. So, when I'm going through the catalogs that people send us, when you sent me those two, they went directly like, shoop, that goes to Jimmy. That's great writing. I mean, it's visual, melodically, the whole thing. So
there's a story. So Kristen, Sand in Her Toes, I think would be when I think of Kristen. So Sand in Her Toes, mic in her hand, was sent to Brooke Graham. Basically, it just lined up that way. It wasn't like an on purpose thing. I literally just did get my catalog back. So Sand in Her Toes, mic in her hand is a song that I did send to Brooke Graham, but I actually want to get Kristen, Rachelle, and Brooke Graham's honest facial opinion right here. And I know for a fact, if anyone goes and looks up Kristen, she knows the work behind everything, and she's not going to tell you a lie about it either. So, and we don't have to play it out. Kristen, you're going to give a thumbs up, thumbs down. Tracy, don't. Tracy, do. Like, stop my hand.
I love it.
Whatever we need to do. Here it is. Sand in Her Toes, mic in her hand.
If you ever found a stage where the ocean's louder than the lights, this one's for you. Sand in her toes, mic in her hand. Sand in her toes, mic in her hand. Salt in the air, playing with the band. Waves crash close, don't need a plan. Just living life where you stand. Beach balls fly, moon hanging low. Everybody singing what they already know. Hole in the wall, best night planned. Yeah, sand in her toes, mic in her hand. Wood stage leaning, paint peeled back, neon sign buzzing through the laugh track. Cold drink, sweat on a plastic chair. Barefoot crowd, salt in their hair. Sunburned smiles, guitars tuned tight. Keeps time with the kick drum groove. Don't matter where you came from, everybody's from here once the song comes on. It ain't fancy, it ain't fast, just a moment you hope will last. When the chorus hits like a wave, yeah, that's the same. Sand in her toes, mic in her hand. Salt in the air, playing with the band. Waves crash close, don't need a plan. Just living life where you stand. Beach balls fly, moon hanging low. Everybody singing what they already know. Hole in the wall, best night planned. Yeah, sand in her toes, mic in her hand.
3,000 giving their opinion.
What? Really?
Yeah.
One light string and a borrowed amp. Rhythm feels right, so nobody asks who you are or what you do. Long as you feel it, you're in it too. Drummer laughing, bass line thick. Somebody dancing who can't quite dance. Ocean claps on the offbeat time, like the water knows every line. Hands up, sing it back, let the night do what it does best. If you ever needed proof, this is it.
kind of living you didn't plan. Loud, alive, right where you land. Just playing it real with the band. Beach balls, fly, waves crashing time. Whole damn place singing every line. Hole in the wall, hearts wide open. Yeah, sand in her toes, mic in her hand. If you've been there, you understand. If you hope, yeah.
There it is, and I'm not hitting a noise on that one. Kristen, weigh in.
That's a feel-good song. I love every song that's upbeat, uplifting. You know, it doesn't put you in a low place. It puts you in an energetic place. That's what you want.
Energizing. I'm not used to playing it. So to me, anything in the musical arrangement, I'm always like, yes, cool, change it, do whatever you think, because that is not me on the instruments. So, but writing songs, doing all of that is for everybody else out there. I don't care to be on a stage. I like staying where I'm at. And Kristen and I do, and being able to go see someone like Brooke Graham rocking that stage with her sunburn, pretty tan on her legs. I showed that picture when that came up. And taking a hold of that stage, whether it's in Port A, Oklahoma, anywhere around that you're going, I know it's a good time. And I love the white plastic chairs and the Margaritaville parrot heads all the way. So it's been great to have you on and tell your real opinion. You really don't have to, actually. Those were, I was like, do I have any about the beach? And if you know more about my background, I knew that I did, based on my father's side, and being around water was a big, big deal. So,
well, you know, there's a song in that with the connection with you and your dad. Really, I mean, you just
know you're gonna have me write 4 songs over here.
I like you have a different writing style. It's unique, and I think that's why it just grabbed me. Really.
I have been told that. I don't know what it is. It's really my true stories, and they are true.
They are true.
I was going to say, I don't know if the word unique fits, but it's definitely unusual, and it's definitely usually a true story. So there is a true story in actually that song, and I need the water. Literally, I need the water, and I do need the music. It's a medicinal element for me. And it's therapeutic for everybody out there. And we have a foundation to support our artists, support the kids, and everybody in the industry. And that's what we're all about. So Brooke Graham and Kristen Rachelle are on live tonight here with Two Blondes After Dark, which stands for too bad, literally. Too bad. Right here. Oh,
true.
It does. Too bad with Kristen Rachelle and Tracy Two-Step. Tonight we've had Brooke Graham in the hot seat for the hit list. Brooke, the last question on that hit list is, who right now, not your playlist, who's in there in your phone when you're going, man, I'm in the car, I'm cruising, I'm about to crank out this is the hit I'm listening to?
Bonnie Raitt.
I love Bonnie Raitt. I don't feel like we got enough of Bonnie Raitt. We need more Bonnie Raitt.
Yeah, like all the, and I cataloged when I'm mowing. That's what I'll listen to. I'll go way back, like old Bonnie Raitt stuff. And some of that's even better than her, she's just incredible. But yeah, that's Bonnie's my girl.
I love it.
Didn't she did a song with Dennis Quaid, like in the late 80s, early 90s. Did you ever see that?
I forgot about that. What was it called?
Oh, I can't remember either. I just remember that they did it together.
I'll Google. I remember that.
It was really good.
Yeah, I'll Google when we get off. I want to remind y'all too, we have a big beach bash coming up, and it's October 9th and 10th. Okay. And just this last year at the Texas Country Music Awards, we won Festival of the Year. So now the city of Port A is involved in the chamber. We're turning it into, it's our 10th year. Okay. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And we've got so many cool things to announce. The lineup, the sponsors. It's crazy. But definitely we'll keep in touch about that. But October 9th and 10th in Port Aransas, the big the beach bash, baby.
Definitely. We'd
Yeah.
love
We
to.
should
Our
go,
foundation, right?
Tracy.
I was going to say, Kristen, so with our foundation, when we go around to different festivals, it's really, we're just interviewing artists or we're there just to put out the information. So within our foundation, whether it's giving back an instrument to a kid because they're going through a rough time, or there's an artist that something's going on, that's part of our foundation too. So everything from a foster kid to a mama who's lost their child, we have everything in between. So I did not, my hands are right here. I did not touch my screen. Someone behind the scenes. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
Bonnie. Yeah. Let me tell you about a thing called love.
Yes. Yeah. I was waiting. I was like, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Yes. They looked it up for us. It's called Thing Called Love. So that's Bonnie.
Yeah.
But I also, that was a great way to wrap up what I was talking about, literally. So it is all about the love and spreading it back into the community. So I'm game for it, Kristen, like heading to a festival again and getting down with that. We can do that.
Yeah, let's talk more about it. Like we can talk, when I get back from Tampa, I'll get with y'all and we can figure out some cool stuff. We do a lot of fundraising for the ARC down there, which is the organization that saves like the sea turtles and the dolphins tied up in fishing string. And we raise a bunch of money for them. So it's all for a good cause. It's family friendly. And we would love to have y'all.
Yeah, we'll have to get down that way. I love that. Thank you. We've got our other side over here that's showing us you're at 9.3 thousand. So there's something about the rhythm here when we're all kind of vibing. So thank you to all of you out there. I do see that. Thank you. Thank you, Super Dave over here managing this side of it. Kristen, Rachelle over here and bringing up Bonnie Raitt. We actually just talked about Bonnie Raitt last night. Everything about Bonnie Raitt is amazing. The other thing I thought about was, the one song that's on the radio right now, playing nonstop. We know what it is. It's about Jack sitting there drinking Jack, and it's all about Texas, choosing Texas. Instead of saying who the artist is or anything, I wanted to say this. One thing that a lot of people did not know, and I literally got the call and said, did you know that Miranda Lambert actually wrote that dang song?
Oh, she did?
Yeah. Yes. She's
Why didn't
now
she
in the Hall of
release it?
Fame. So Miranda Lambert, that is actually a Miranda Lambert song. And she actually got in the Songwriters Hall of Fame based on that song, but you don't see it everywhere. You can hear the music, and you love Elle, right? She's a beauty in herself. I mean, but I like to point out these facts. Like Miranda Lambert is a badass on her own, but I don't hear it anywhere. I'm like, wait, does anyone else understand that Miranda Lambert actually wrote that badass song, and now she got in the Songwriters Hall of Fame? So definitely wanted to bring that up. I didn't know that you didn't know that, Brooke. I just assumed.
No, I didn't, and I love that.
Who didn't know.
I wonder, I didn't know that, and I love the song. I knew that Miranda was co-producing on it and stuff, but why didn't Miranda release that herself, I wonder?
That's a great one. I mean, she's probably looking to help her fellow artists, and they got together, and that song became the
Texas Hearts.
Yeah.
Texas Hearts, baby.
Texas Hearts. They connected. So I believe that's how the best damn music. That's how it happens. That's what Bitcoin Daddy is saying over here. So that's a true story. He's got his name listed as Bitcoin Daddy.
Bitcoin Daddy. Send money. Send money.
Well, I don't know how you're going to transfer that over. I do have a QR code. I just don't know how that Bitcoin transfers, literally.
That's funny.
I'm old school. Put the dollar bills in the bucket.
Yeah, same.
There you go. I love it, Brooke, being on. Kristen, I'm going to let you wrap. I'm literally being shown a picture of all of us on while we're live. This is a trip. We've got our whole show is being broadcast out there. I'll let y'all in on it later, like when you're back from your festival on this. Kristen, I've kind of let in a little bit. I wanted to kind of get it down before I continued down this lane. So 9.8 live right now. So, and
That's
they
crazy.
love your music. Love your music. Yes.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah, we're saying thank you. And to Kristen, Rachelle, and what she does too. I mean, putting the music out there and getting behind the different artists who are out there and us all staying connected. That is how someone like Miranda Lambert is finally in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. So I would have assumed she was already, but that song got her, it sealed the deal. So I was like, okay, there's a fun fact. So I always like to learn, the behind the scenes. So
it's an incredible song.
Great. Yeah. Two Blondes After Dark is too bad because you're on the hit list or you're in the hit list. It just depends on who you are and what you're doing. So be careful. We love having you on. We love sharing the music. We love getting behind the scenes with all of you out there and making sure. I love having you on, Miss Brooke Graham. I love your music. I'm going to turn it over to Kristen Rachelle to close us up here, but don't go away. As I close us down, I have something off the back channels that none of you need to be a part of.
Oh, okay. The moonshine alley.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I got introduced to your music, and I am very much looking forward to seeing you at the award show.
Me too. Thank you for your time, and it was really nice to meet you too. I can't wait to meet you in person and hug your neck and all that stuff.
Most definitely. I love it. I love it. You survived, Brooke Graham. You survived the hit list. You're on Two Blondes After Dark. I've got a question coming. What is that? I'm sorry. Go for it. Do y'all have a question? Yes or no? What would you like to ask?
Any questions?
Just tell her that she's amazing and she needs to keep going and doing what she's doing. And she's like the most beautiful parrot head person in the world.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
Y'all got to type it out, but I will get her the message. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Kristen Rachelle. Thank you, Brooke Graham. Keep tuning in. You never know what we're doing. Brooke, we always give it to the artist and say, get my number out. It's your turn now to turn around and do what SWAT did. And that is turn around, give the number, and get them inside for the hit list here with Kristen Rachelle and myself, and get on the show, which is too bad for some people and too good for some. And I'm going to just leave it like that. Some people may not need to be here and the others will. So we go through the artists. So Brooke, when you think of someone, you're like, you know what? You need to get your ass on the show. Do a text just like we did with SWAT. So shout out to John SWAT. He will also be at T3R. Shout out to Daryl Perry, everybody. Next week, we've got Daryl Perry. Kristen's bringing Daryl Perry over here in the seat of Too Bad. We did not break G-strings tonight. We did not have, literally, that happened on the last show, and it's a guitar, so don't let me go in the gutter. It was literally a guitar playing live. And I read the comment out loud, and as I read it, I went, well, I just did that.
Yeah, I just did that. That's funny. That's funny.
We didn't break anything tonight, but we did learn a lot about the parrot head. We learned a lot about Brooke Graham and copper tone and tequila, and having some fun out there with your festivals that are going on. Go check out Brooke Graham. And remember, Brooke is with an E, B-R-O-O-K-E, Brooke.
Graham like cracker.
There you go. Go check her out, y'all. She likes to do this cooking and all sorts of stuff. So, Brooke, you'll get with me on a back channel, and Kristen and I both, but I can cut out clips of this. You can use content for days. So,
okay.
Yeah, you can get it out on yours too. Same with you, Kristen. It has been great. I'm going to wrap us out of here and say thank you for sure this time. Everybody's giving me the thumbs up. Good. All right. Thank you for joining us tonight. Mrs. Brooke Graham's been on. Y'all go check out her music. I see that. Thank you very much. And Miss Kristen Rachelle. And stay tuned for what's coming up next week. Not only on Two Blondes After Dark, but on Tuesdays, the Beat in the Business. So remember that, Brooke. If you've got someone in the industry,
I will
pull them in on that show as well. So thank you for tuning in. Stand by and tune in again for Two Blondes After Dark. Good night,
you, Tracy.
Myself.
Thank
Kristen's
you. Good night.
Waving. Kristen's waving for all of you who are listening. There you go. We love you.